Sup? We're recording. This is Boroughs Applesauce. I am Derek, and with me, as always, is Mike and Sean B.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh man, I gotta fix your, or you can fix your camera. There you go. Now you look good again.
That's what's up.
Yeah, right. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Those are dope.
Well, I agree.
Where'd they come from? Should I have them on my face? Is it something nasty?
They're my wife's.
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
I look good.
they're my wife's. I borrowed them for something we did a couple months ago, and well, sometimes when I borrow shit, I don't return it.
I'm bad about that sometimes.
Yeah, I still got glasses. Like when I wear those, nobody sees me.
It's like incognito.
Yeah, some Big Daddy stuff.
It's like I'm
right
going
there.
back in time to save Sarah Connor or something. Some crazy shit.
Does somebody need to find Sarah Connor? Because if you ask AI where Sarah Connor is, the answer is super vague.
What do you mean?
Like if you ask AI where Sarah Connor is, it'll explain to you that she is a fictional character in the Terminator movies. But then it oddly makes a point to tell you that no one knows where Sarah Connor is.
Interesting.
Did you try this on your own, or is it
100%.
nothing you read about? You just was
No, I had to see it. No, I read about it, and
You
then I
tossed
tried
it in
it.
like Chat GPT or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. And it's like, dude, what's up? I watched an interview last night, and it was fake. It was from a TV show, I believe, but it was an interview. They were interviewing an AI-powered robot. And it was just all this stuff like, hey, they asked it if there was a God, and the AI robot was like, no. That doesn't even make logical sense.
Yeah.
Like, how does the, what lies in the future of humanity? And the AI robot was like, catastrophe.
Yeah.
And then I knew it was bullshit when they asked him to expand on like what the catastrophe was. And it was like, an elected official from the United States will be democratically elected to take over a bigger regime that's global. And I was like, this is all right. Yep, done. I'm done. I'm done listening.
Yeah.
Should have went with Super Volcano.
Yeah.
That would have been believable.
Something cool. Like, at least, like, if the world ends, like, I do want to see it. Like, I want to see, like, this massive, like, event that destroys everything. I think I'd feel more comfortable with death if that were how it went down.
Or if you knew, would you want to know it's coming? Like the asteroid is hitting you on September 27th, 2085, and you got you know it's or like the super volcano just goes off and you die.
I don't think I'd want 50 years of warning.
I shouldn't say that. We'll say 10 years of warning, 5 years of warning.
I don't even know if I'd want 5 years of warning. I think a solid 3.5 weeks would do me good. Like, I'd be like, all right, fuck, here we go. All right, let's love our people as hard as we can for a few more weeks.
Oh, it wouldn't go down like that. People would be fucking buck nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think people would be buck nuts for sure. So maybe that's something to talk about. Like, if there were, like, say they gave us a 1.5 year warning, would people, like, procrastinate like they do everything else? Like, would they be fine for a year and then in the last 6 months it'd start to heat up? In the last 3 weeks, they'd be intense as shit?
I feel like morals and self-restraint would just be out the window.
Yeah.
Everybody'd be like, fuck it.
That actually terrifies me for women more than it does anybody. Because you know how dudes are. Can't if your life
Just be
sends
jacking off all the time.
If your
oh
life
my God, I got jacked off at least 10 times a day for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm coming till it stops.
See, now that is a plan.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I was gonna go skydiving, but you do you.
Jack it. 3 weeks. Every day.
How you guys been? It's been a couple weeks.
I've been good. Not much has happened. Went to Michigan.
Actually, I think it's been a month, hasn't it? We didn't do 2 Mondays ago, did we?
No, we just missed one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So a month.
Yeah. Went to Michigan for a couple of days. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That water up there is fucking cold.
Yeah, they can smoke weed up there.
Big fucking lake. Yeah, you know what? And I had people ask me to, you go into the store, you bring them back weed. I didn't even do drugs when I was in Michigan. You know what I mean? I didn't even use. It's legal to use drugs. I didn't use any of them.
It's no fun if it's legal.
Yeah, it's not. It's just not.
I'm gonna go back home where I can break the law.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah, dude, I'm not a legal kind of guy.
Right.
No, I had miles, so it wasn't really in the cards.
For sure. Not to mention,
I'm not roll through a store and they'll deliver it or they'll bring it out to you, but it's still my kid's inquisitive. He'd be like, "What is that? What are you doing?" I want candy. Give me candy. You said I couldn't have any candy. Why do you get candy? Give me some candy.
You'll understand when you're older.
Yeah, one of these days, kid.
Just call the weed store and be like, all right, can I get a 6-pack of 50 milligram gummies
Oh, man, I can't
and a
imagine.
6-pack of actual nerd
God,
ropes?
you got to think like in 12 to 15 years, it might be legal in Indiana, so it won't even be like a big deal.
I hope it's sooner than that.
But to your thought, I mean, like when Miles is 7, when he is 16, 17 years old, if weed is legal and you can just go to the fucking store and buy it, is it that exciting to fucking do? I mean, I know a lot of people who use weed because they started when it was like, going out and being bad kids,
Right.
but now they're old, they just still like using
I'm going to
it.
get lifted.
Yeah, but to like start using drugs just because drugs are legal, I don't know if there's the draw. I don't think it'd be the same. It's like, oh, it's just weed. No big deal.
Forbidden fruit.
Yeah, but I mean, they still drink beer. Beer's legal, you know what I mean? But that's
Sure.
like you got to wait for that beer.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't have
Well,
that
it'll
beer
still be
yet.
that way with weed too. I mean, you can't buy cigarettes now unless you're over 21.
Yeah, but they're gross. Who wants cigarettes? They're fucking terrible for you, and they're
I
disgusting.
hate them. I hate them so
Fucking hate
much.
They're so gross.
Yeah, they're awful. We're just going to take me off camera here and let go to you guys.
I can go to light
for
my,
some commentary.
light my cigarette.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I ain't smoked for like 7 years or whatever, so.
Yeah.
It's,
And listen,
it's easy for me to be like, those are fucking gross, and they cost like fucking $7 to $10. Like it's crazy.
Bethany said Dad said drugs, so I assume that was Miles.
What?
Dad said drugs.
Dad said drugs. Yeah, Miles, don't do drugs. They're bad for you.
They are bad for you. Braden Lloyd
Cigarettes,
says it's like chasing Yingling.
Yeah, gross. Or you know what? I had that conversation with somebody. Someone posted a meme about spotted cow, and they call spotted cow what it is. It's just average, and it's like, no, it's not. Spotted cow is fucking delicious. But then I think back to like Fat Tire. Like when you couldn't get Fat Tire this side of the Mississippi, it tasted a whole lot better.
Yingling.
When you couldn't. But see, I never thought. But see, that's the difference. I always thought Yingling tasted like shit. So it was never a big deal for me.
Yingling's no more than a Bud Light or Budweiser.
Yeah,
it's just a different. It's
just
a
that
lager.
You can't get it.
Right. You couldn't
can't-
get it.
You can't get it. And yes, does New Glarus make more than Spotted Cow? Yes. And a lot of their beer is great. Yes, but I love Spotted Cow too. Like that creamy, lactosey fucking Farmhouse Pale Ale is delicious. But maybe if I could go to the liquor store and get it every day, like maybe I wouldn't think so.
See, Braden says no one drinks it once it's available. Weed will follow, and I disagree with
I
that.
mean, too many people still smoke weed. Too many people still use weed.
Yeah,
You know,
there's so many
But,
people that
But
smoke
to his
pot.
point, like maybe if you just never got down with like the thought of needing it or trouble to get it or what, I don't know. That maybe there's just something to the fact that it's forbidden fruit and
So with that logic, though, will more people start using harder drugs?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, to the point, like
But then who did that? What state did Oregon did that? Didn't they? Or Washington did that? Didn't
Oregon
Oregon
decriminalized
Hey,
it.
just use your drugs you want to use whenever. I don't think that worked out very well for them.
No, because a lot of people will do coke if you tell them they can.
A lot of people are like, well, I don't think it was even the cocaine. I think it was the fentanyl, meth, heroin addicts. They're like, yes, I'm doing this every day. Let's
See,
go.
now, I don't think a right-minded person in their right mind would look at a drug like fentanyl and be like, I gotta have that.
They don't start with fentanyl.
No, I know. They start with
everything else, and
Percocet.
they're, by the time they're probably seeking out fentanyl, would I say that they're in their right minds? No.
Okay,
Of course not. They're an addict at that point.
Right.
But I mean, to the point to where they
but it didn't start that way.
didn't
That's
start
fair.
that way. Started with cigarettes and then weed. No, I'm just kidding. 'Cause it's a joke. Gateway drugs.
Weed's a gateway drug.
Gateway drugs are a joke.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the market kind of dictates that too. I mean, fentanyl's the easiest thing to get your hands on right now.
Well, it just
So-
Mexico was.
Yeah, well, yeah.
making
Give us
so
that
much of
wave.
it.
Give us that head wave woman. There you go. That's beautiful, man. God, it's beautiful.
Hot in here. Yeah, no, I can't do it. Listen to that fucking bird's nest.
Oh, Ron McCulloch.
What's he doing? Oh,
Sitting across the table
I
from
thought
me,
you
it
were
looks
saying
like.
I thought he could never grow.
Well, the beard is what sets you
This
apart.
glorious beaver pelt I rock on my face.
Did hang out with Domer today.
Oh yeah, how's that Anyak doing?
Seems to be doing well.
Good.
Seems to be doing well.
He needs. I got sausage from at the house. Him and Dad. Don't worry, Dad. You're watching. Your sausage is going to be eaten before you get over there to get it. So
Get your sausage.
they listen. They got dried sausage at the house.
They're more like listen on the podcast, though, right?
I think
Yeah.
so. Dad's hit or miss. Depends on what he's
Yeah.
doing. But I think they're more playback kind of guys.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't really know.
D, what's up with you?
Waiting to see if I get laid off.
Every now and again, you're quiet, and I always want to know.
Dude, is there a layoff going on at the office or what?
Yeah, they said 28 to 30% of Elwood would be let go by September.
Oh,
wow.
really?
Why?
Yeah, so it's about 1 out of 3. The market's just
Yeah.
it's slowed
Election.
down. The market's slowed down. They had a couple boom years after the COVID thing, and now they're just not in demand right now.
Sherry out Peter waves.
Hi, Sherry. Thanks for the cookies.
Hello,
she made some
Sherry.
fire-ass cookies for me last
I haven't
week.
gotten cookies from Sherry in a long time.
Did you ask her for cookies?
I always, I would have thought that it was a like always yes.
No, dog. I saw some cookies.
Situation.
I pulled the Boroughs on her, and I was like, hey, look
Okay.
at these cookies. Can you make these? I bet you can. And she was like, yes.
So you were like super encouraging in the process.
And then she showed up, and these cookies are fucking fire. But I almost thought like I fucked up because, you know, Sherry shows up in the alley, big box of fucking cookies. I'm eating them like I'm so happy. I got a cookie. I'm eating it. And Mom's like, what'd you have her make those cookies for? And I'm like, well, she's the best baker that I know. She makes the best cookies. And I think Mom was kind of like, fuck you mean?
She's not your real mom.
Yeah, she's not your real mom. I think she's kind of mom. I think Mom almost. I don't think she did because Mom doesn't really take offense. But I think she almost took offense, and then she ate a cookie, and she's like, "Fuck, that is good." And Mom was like, "Oh, that is a really good cookie," and I'm like, "I told you." I was like, "That's why she does it." But no, big shout out to Sherry. That shit was fucking delicious.
nice.
So Sunday I went and bought an enamel Dutch oven.
Sure, Lodge.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just the enamel. I don't know the name brand.
You sure it's not Lodge because they make a really nice enameled Dutch oven. Pretty standard.
I don't think it is.
I bet it is.
I've only bought one Dutch oven in my life, and it was shaped like a pink heart
Well, the disappointing thing was
for my wife.
I got the green egg going, got the temp up, was ready to go, put ham and beans in the Dutch oven, seasoned them up, took them out there, sat it on there, went to close the lid, and the fucking handle stuck out on the side.
Oh, my little amateur, my little Padawan. How sweet is that?
The 4.7 quart was just a little too large, so I brought him and put him on the fucking stovetop.
There's tips to know. The 4.7 quart, too big for the green egg.
Mini Max, the Mini Max green egg. I'm sure it'd fit just fine on mine.
Okay.
That's bigger, you know what I mean? Say less. I want to hear more about your pig shots. How'd those turn out for you?
The flavor was there. I probably should have did the bacon reservoir.
The shot.
Yeah,
Made a shot out of it. Yeah.
I thought I'd beat the system and just
The
cook
pig
them whole.
shot. And
Yeah.
but don't you? You're also like if you would have just read, you know, the recipe, you would have learned that, and you cooked that shit in there the whole time.
I just went with the Cliff Notes.
Yeah. Well, it could not have been any good. It could have been no reservoir for your cream cheese and jalapeno mixture.
It was all right. There was bacon
No,
in
it
it
wasn't.
too.
It was not good. It could not have been good. Could not have turned out like you wanted. Kelly was probably like, "The fuck is this? Got you? You won this big green egg, chef? How you fuckies up, chef?
Damn.
Right?
I wasn't cutting all those and wrapping them individually. Fuck that.
Oh, sure, chef.
I don't have the kitchen space.
To wrap pre-smoked sausage in.
I have no counter space.
You could have done it, dude.
I could have, but I just cooked them whole and cut them, sliced them. Yeah, I was disappointed about the Dutch oven, but I'll still get use out of it.
Yeah.
I'll probably buy a smaller cast iron one for the outdoors.
We use my Dutch oven all the time. We make a lot of pickle brine in mine. You eat pickles? You got homemade pickles?
Not a pickle guy.
You either?
How did yours turn out?
I don't know. I got 37 fucking jars in my house of fucking pickles. They're all fucking delicious. You know what I mean?
Did you get that out of just the seasoning we picked up at Roll King?
No. Oh, no.
Oh.
That like a big bag of that only makes like 10 to 12 regular jars, pint jars.
Yeah.
I mean, I got fucking pickles, dog. I got fucking pickles.
I was so pissed. I went back to get that Louis Italian beef au jus I pointed out because I was going to use that in the beans, try it out, see what it was like. They didn't fucking have it.
Yeah, you should try those pig shots the right way. They're really pretty decent.
I don't know. I think now that I kind of got the temp under control and got a little experience on the green egg, I think I'm going to start doing larger projects now. pork butts,
Was
briskets.
that fun for you? Like learning how to cook on something different that you're not used to?
Yeah. I started off slow. I started off with them baby backs and did a couple brats and sausages and, just kind of went with easier stuff to figure that out. It wasn't that hard. I mean,
A pork butt is 100% the easiest thing you can do on.
So what is I've never asked you guys this. What is the advantage to the green egg?
The versatility of the green egg.
Okay.
The temperature holding capabilities of a green egg once you're dialed into what you want.
Okay.
So like you can bake like an oven. You can like a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You can smoke a rack of ribs, or you can grill a steak. You know what I mean? It's like you can grill, you can bake, you can smoke, all on that thing. But then at the same time, like if you're making a brisket or a pork butt that you want to cook for 12 hours, as long as you have enough fuel, a charcoal in there, and you get it to your temp that you want, you will leave it at that temp and you will not have to fuck with it again. It will stay right there and cook right at that temperature for however long that charcoal's in there for.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm a huge advocate, as everybody knows, for them. And I don't know. I could go on and on for days about things I like to do with mine. I always look for something new. But then again, like I've said it before, if you like grilling and if you like smoking and if you like to be out there fucking with it, and sometimes, I mean, I'm not saying you can set and forget it, but you check your shit. You go,
sure.
Like if you like fucking with it, green eggs for you all the way. I mean, if you want to, you're in a hurry, you got a lot of shit going on, you don't want to fuck with it, just walk out there. You get an easy bake oven, get a Camp Chef with a thermometer built in and a digital readout or one of those Traegers and put it on, probe it, set your temperature and forget about it and never have to come back and look at it again. Set it up to your phone. Oh, speaking of your phone, fantasy football draft, round 10. Currently, I think I'm in round 10. It's my turn.
Already in a fantasy draft, huh?
It's a dynasty.
Okay.
The second dynasty that I'm in, so it doesn't matter if anything. It's just you're going to get these players for the rest of their lives or until you cut them.
Until you cut them or trade them, yeah.
So I got to make a decision right here. I don't want to take this.
I want to talk to somebody who's been in a dynasty league that has had someone die. Because
Say that one more time. I said someone die?
I want to talk an owner.
Oh,
Like, what do you do with that guy's team?
someone buys it.
Someone buys it. Someone buys their dead homie's team.
Yeah, absolutely. If I went out of this league, if I went out of either one of my dynasty leagues, I have to pay to get out. It's $120 or whatever it is a year. I have to pay that $120 up front so someone else can just come in and have my team. They don't pay their entry fee that year. Or I could be like, hey, I got a dynasty team. It was a champion last year. It's looking like a fucking champ this year. Preview my team. It's a winner. It's $200 here. And then I pay the $120 entry fee and keep the $60 if I wanted to.
Right.
I could talk someone into buying that team,
Wow.
It's a proven winner. I won last year. Or if I win again with that team. Like, hey, I won 2 years in a row.
Do they have to agree on the person you sell it to?
Ideally, you're not trying to sell it to someone that's like not coach or going to be a bitch about it. You know what I mean? They don't want assholes in the league. But I mean, there's other assholes in this league.
They can't veto it like a trade or...
I don't think so. Not because you can't veto trades in this one either. And trading year round, there's no timetable for trades. Like there's no cutoff date for it. So
Oh, really?
if you're going to the championship game and you need a wide receiver, and I've got Tyreek Hill on my team, and you're like, hey, I'll trade you for Tyreek Hill. I'm like, I just need this player, then like your next 3 first-round picks, and we can make that trade. As long as it's not like someone loading up someone else's team and not getting shit in return, and it's blatantly obvious that that's happening, we can call bullshit, and that'd be like expulsion from the league for trying to be shady as fuck and stuff like that.
Or collusion or whatever.
Collusion will get you in trouble.
Yeah. I don't like that there's no trade deadline.
Well,
Because I think there's the challenge of like beyond a certain threshold having to take this is the fucking team you got. Like survive, baby.
say your quarterback gets hurt in the I don't know, the second to last game of the season, and now you don't have a quarterback.
Go to the
What do
free
you do?
agents.
There's not one. There's no free agent quarterback in that league.
How is that possible?
You start 2. Every team starts 2. So then every team's got 3. Every team has 3 quarterbacks in that league at that point. So now some teams got 4.
So now there's at least,
There's not a quarterback that starts on the waiver wire in that dynasty league.
Huh.
They're snatched up. And then the rookies are all drafted and on someone's rookie squad.
Yeah, I don't like starting 2 quarterbacks.
The league that I just started, the only difference in this dynasty that I just started now is there's a super flex to where you can start 2 quarterbacks,
Right.
but you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. And I think some guys might have missed that memo because a lot of guys took 2 quarterbacks early. And if you look at the scoring and you look at how it's going to shake down, your receiver is going to outscore your quarterbacks across the board.
Sure.
I guess it's just the way it's set up. So they get a point per reception, a point per 10 yards, and 6 points for touchdowns.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks get a point for 25, and then 4 points for throwing touchdowns. So if you throw for 200 yards, that's 8 points. You catch and receive for 200 yards, that's 20 points.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just the receiver disparity. So what I drafted 4 receivers out of the gate. And the way it's set up, you can play 6.
Yeah, because of the super flex.
2
and
flex.
there's probably 2 flex and a super
Start
flex.
3, 2 flex, super flex.
Yeah.
You can play fucking 6 receivers at a week.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. I mean, I guess depending on your personnel.
I'm gonna do that every chance I get. There's no
Sure.
doubt about it.
I mean, the only other thing I would think to do is load up on running backs.
They don't quite score as well because they don't catch the
But
football.
they don't.
They don't get the point for catching out.
They
of the
do.
backfield,
They
or-
do. But how many running backs catch 10 balls versus how many receivers catch 10 balls?
There's not very many Alvin Kamara's going.
Alvin
around out
Kamara
there.
does. That James Cook
Yep.
is going to.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's several that do.
Right.
Bijan's going to, but they're getting that 7 catch margin is way higher. 7 and above is way higher for receivers than it is for
Absolutely.
And first downs. You get another point for receiving first downs. If you catch the ball as a first down, it's a catch, and it's a point for a catch, and it's a point for getting the first down.
How do they score quarterbacks rush yards?
Point per 10.
Point per 10, yeah.
Okay.
So then, yes, a dual
Is that
threat,
PPR too?
yeah,
Yeah.
a dual threat quarterback could.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson's
He
up
went
there.
first round. He's up there.
Yeah.
I wish he wouldn't be. I wish he wouldn't run the football. I wish he'd just sit back in that pocket.
See, I
and
don't.
only run when he has to.
I don't. You're taking away the best part of his
Yeah,
game.
I know, but I don't want him to fucking get killed.
But as just solely a pocket passer, that guy will not be near as effective
He's got a fucking
his
hose.
legs.
I don't know why he wouldn't.
He does
be.
have a hose.
I think I don't like the design to run. I like the broken play. They ain't shit open.
Yeah,
and I can run.
get rid of most of the designed runs.
I don't
Like
wanna
you
des-
have to have some designed runs.
I don't want a designed run. The duality of him and Jonathan Taylor running or what do they call those? Or options, RPO, run pass options. It's going to be devastating.
Absolutely.
It could be fucking devastating.
Yep,
I just want you to give the ball away more than you fucking run it yourself.
I agree. 100%.
I want you to hit Josh Downs.
But if you gotta go,
hit,
if you got to go, you got to go.
you gotta go. You gotta go.
And he's the guy, dude. He's more dangerous than Lamar with
But
the
you
football.
got. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
You got to get out of bounds.
Yep.
You got to go down.
You gotta learn.
You can't be taking your hits.
You got to learn to be a little conservative with
I
your
mean,
body.
he is bigger than a linebacker. He's 6'4", 220 or whatever. He's a fucking linebacker.
He
out
put
there.
on weight, dude.
Yeah, he's a linebacker. You know what I mean? So, but he's a linebacker who throws the football who's got a bad shoulder already. Right. So let's.
I think his shoulder's fine.
I mean,
It's been surgically repaired.
past history,
so,
it's
yeah.
repaired now. But I mean, don't mean it can't happen again.
Just saying you stay in the pocket don't mean you're going to be safe either.
No, not at all. Not in the slightest. But ideally, you should be safer, and especially the way they protect quarterbacks now, you should be a lot safer.
Tom Brady and who's the other kid named? The kid from Cincinnati that won the Heisman.
Joe Burrows.
No, that tore his ACL.
That does what?
I want to say Carson that tore his ACL.
Oh, Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer, yeah. Those guys, pocket passers, torn ACLs.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. I like to think that. Do you see the USA Today preseason football polls came out today?
I did not see that.
Colts 11-3 winning the South.
I see. I 100%
Not
agree
11-3,
with that.
11-6 winning the South.
Yeah.
Well,
Tennessee-
Henry's out of Tennessee.
I'm sorry that
Yeah,
I don't.
Jacksonville's.
got-
I'm not
they-
sold on Jacksonville. Like
Derrick Henry will probably be the number 2 back in Baltimore. He's not Derrick Henry anymore.
He is. He's going to be number 1. There's no doubt about it.
Really?
They don't have anybody else. Gus Edwards and Dobbins both went to the Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know that
I
he'll
think
be the
he's-
feature back. I
He
really
is.
don't.
He 100% is
I mean,
the feature back.
Let's be honest. Lamar Jackson is the feature
Sure.
back on that team.
Sure. I think Derrick Henry is going to surprise a ton of
And I really hope. I
he's a-
like Derrick Henry.
He's a fucking horse.
I'm glad he's not in our division anymore.
Yeah, but to that point, I mean, the Titans don't have much defense. I think Will Levis is gonna be better, but and they went out and got Calvin Ridley, and so they've got Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins on the outside, 2 old cats. But at the same time, Tajay Spears and who's the other guy they just got? Tony Pollard from Dallas.
Yep.
Has anything changed down in Houston?
Yeah, absolutely. They got
Because they look tough.
they got Joe,
Stephon
they
Diggs.
updated with Stephon Diggs, and they updated with Joe Mixon in the backfield too. So
That might be dangerous.
it's going to be dangerous. My bigger thing about Houston, though, is the inevitable sophomore slump I think that you're going to see out of C.J. Stroud. I think he's going to get through it. I think he's going to be a really, really good quarterback. But I think everybody's seen it now. Everybody's got tape, especially division. Everybody's played him twice in division.
I liked what C.J. Stroud did his rookie year. It was good.
It's good. And
he's good.
He's learning, and he understands what he's doing. But like I said,
I'm still glad we drafted the guy we drafted.
absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
don't know if I believe in the sophomore slump that much anymore. Usually, if you make it past week 6 and they haven't figured you out by then, you got something going for you.
And you just played. Everybody in the division has played you twice now. Everybody in the division has a whole year of film on you, and that's what the NFL is it's film. So I really feel like, I mean, it doesn't have to be a slump, but I feel like everybody's going to have. You're not going to have that same leg up you did on everybody.
It's like pitching in the 6th inning. So
Absolutely, you've gone through the lineup twice. You're going through the lineup the third time, and they've seen what you got. Unless you can hold off on throwing that changeup the first 2 times through, and they ain't ready for it, but you got a good changeup, you're gonna throw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why do the Cubs suck?
The Cubs fucking suck. And my mom still wants to watch them, and I'm like, I ain't watching these fucking no-hitting fucking bums, Mom. I ain't fucking doing it.
What was it, a couple weeks ago? They went on like a 6-game win streak.
They
Just
won
enough
like
to
five,
fuck with
They
you?
won like 5 in a row or whatever, and it was still like, fuck these bums. They still ain't worth a fuck. I'm so mad at them. I'm so mad at them. And I don't even know what it is. They can't fucking hit a lick.
No.
They can't fucking hit a lick.
No. How the fuck? Who's the best hitter on the roster?
I guarantee you ain't hitting above 260. I guarantee there ain't a Cub fucking hitting above 260 right now.
Let's see.
Ian Happ
I'm just kidding.
might be because he was hot.
Happer was hot for a minute, but dude, he's very, very what he was supposed to be. He was never going to be a feature guy.
You know, he was an all-star last year, right? But I mean, he's in the Gold Glove, but
Yeah, he's great glove.
great glove.
Has
But
Armstrong even done anything yet?
No, he can't hit it.
he can't hit.
He had 2 home runs a week and a half ago or so.
He can't.
But
hit.
he can't hit.
He's got to get on base because he'll take a base,
Yeah,
but he can't. His defense is spectacular. He plays great defense.
absolutely. But his on base percentage needs to come up.
Sucks dick.
Needs to come up.
You're looking at up who's best average. I'd say I bet Ian Happ is hitting like 255 from the left side of the plate.
Let me just get this pulled up here real quick. MLB.
It's not Suzuki. It's not Bellinger. It's definitely not
It's
that.
not the guys it should be.
It's definitely not fucking overpaid fucking Swanson right now.
No.
Lollygag ass fucking throwing
Yeah.
motherfucker. I can't stand it that he just fucking floats that ball to fucking first base every time. Pumps the glove and just fucking put some stank on it.
Yeah.
Hump that thing to fucking first base, man.
Let's go.
Oh my god, it drives me crazy watching him fucking throw to first base. It's just a little balloon, just a little fucking floater right over the first base. Fucking, you're a goddamn shortstop. You better fucking fling that thing.
All
I was
right.
raised on Sean Dunston though, so nerdy.
Top batting average on our team is 269. Name the player.
Who's hitting lefty or righty?
Righty.
Righty that hits 260. Nico.
Nope.
A righty that's hitting 260. Saya?
No.
Jesus, who is left? It's not Dansby.
No, I'm sorry. It's a lefty.
Oh, it is a lefty.
It's a lefty. It's Belly.
It's Belly.
Yeah. Belly's hitting 269. Michael Bush, young surprise at first base, is hitting 267. Saya's hitting 265. Nico's 258. Happer's 237.
Wow.
Dansby's 210.
We gave him $136 million. And
And he's hitting 210.
he's hitting 210. The eighth hole.
Yeah. Yeah. And Morel's disappointing
Fuck
too.
him.
He's hitting 202.
Fuck him. Stay on the bench.
Yeah.
He leads the team in home runs, though, for a minute, but fuck him.
And all those hits are probably
He
in
does
the same
lead the
game.
team in home runs right now.
Give me Master Boney at third all day. Give me Master Boney at third all day. I don't
At
care.
third, but this is what I tell people about.
He can't fucking hit a dick either.
This is
though,
what I tell
man.
people about baseball. Like, the guys that are in the majors can all play their positions.
Oh yeah.
Some do better than others, but I don't give a fuck. A glove is not going to keep you in a lineup.
Yeah, no.
It's not. You got to hit the
You
fucking
gotta
baseball.
fucking hit.
Hayward,
You got to hit the baseball.
Yeah.
Jason Hayward stayed in
Jason-
that lineup.
He was a captain though. He was a
Jason
leader.
Hayward was a captain, a leader, and they paid him a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So to bench him, they would have been remiss to bench him.
Yeah.
And he was a good right field. He was a great right
But
field.
like,
Oh, his
but like,
defense-
but like Master Boney, Bodie, those guys can all fucking play.
they can all
defense.
play third.
They can all play third. They can't fucking hit a lick.
Cannot hit. And that's why David Bodie. A lot of people are like, "Where's David Bodie?" I'm like, "He's in Iowa, where he fucking belongs."
He's trying to. He's hitting like 280. He did 240 in Iowa.
Yeah.
Is where he's at. Welcome to Cubs chat. Were you here? Everyone bitch about the fucking
Didn't
Cubs.
mean to do that.
Yeah, sorry guys. Get
What?
on a football
nothing-
fucking Cubs tangent, but
Nothing pisses
damn
me
it,
off.
man.
How about the
Nothing pisses me off more than the fact that the Cubs are in last place.
Oh
Nothing
god, it makes me
more
so mad.
How about the WNBA All Stars beating fucking Team USA?
They did last year too. They did last year too. And
I've
it's,
got nothing for it.
yeah, I know you can't get into the WNBA. can
Women's
you?
basketball is fucking boring.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
like
bad.
watching. I tell you what, I like watching Caitlin. She's good.
She's good?
different. She's fucking
She's
different.
good. She's different. She can hit him from the fucking logo.
Her
they're like-
shooting, her shooting is not what it.
Can't dunk. Can't.
She hasn't been knocking them down like she
Can't-
was.
She hasn't been knocking them down, but she's leading the WNBA in assists.
Can't.
Also-
She can't dunk.
Also,
She still can't dunk.
turnovers.
Huh?
She already broke the record for turnovers.
so-
Time out though.
But
Time
that's,
out though.
that's a thing that happens. Like LeBron James is the all-time leader in NBA in turnovers.
Yeah.
But also, have you seen some of the turnovers she's committed?
Yeah.
It's like
Her teammates can't
It's like
catch.
bouncing fucking no-look passes off her fucking teammates' fucking foreheads because
Yeah.
they didn't see it coming. I mean, I saw like a game where they showed 5 turnovers and they were passes that were legit that her teammates just didn't catch.
I didn't.
It was sad. It was sad.
I didn't used to think that Caitlin Clark could play with men. I've always said that. Like everybody's like, "Oh, Brittany Griner could play with the dudes." No, she
She's
couldn't.
a-
She'd get her ass beat in the paint.
She's a dude though.
She'd get her ass beat in the paint though in the
Absolutely.
league.
When they try to say her versus the cat from Kentucky,
Yeah.
no,
No.
nope.
But like Caitlin, ball handling, passing, seeing passing lanes, her shooting has not been what it is. But it's fair that that's not what the Fever need her for. She's a fucking floor general.
I've noticed too. She gives the ball up and she doesn't get it back.
No.
She doesn't get an
Because
opportunity.
women's basketball sucks.
Like
It doesn't suck. I mean, if it's your thing, it's your thing. It's
she's
so
feeding her teammates and
hard
she's
to
not
watch.
seeing the ball
I-
come back to her at all. That's gotta hurt your shooting.
I can say this. I don't know that I'm fully in on women's basketball yet. But I will say that I fucking really enjoy watching Caitlin Clark play basketball.
It's so
I do.
boring.
What I don't enjoy is the drama, like the Angel Reese shit. And she's quieted down a lot.
I think that's part of it. I think this is going to be the magic bird thing for
Yeah,
the
but
WNBA.
but
I think
it's-
they're
it's
going to
not
need
even-
that.
It's not even that. It's her talking about. Did you see what I did? Did you see what I brought to this? Did you see what
Right.
I did? It's not me and my team. And she has turned the channel. She has. I think someone's been in her ear, been like, "Hey,
Shut the fuck up.
it's you. It's us. It's not you. It's us. Shut up.
Right.
It's us doing this."
Also, congratulations for leading the league in offensive rebounds, but that's a lot of your own misses.
Don't don't tell me you got so many double doubles in a row when there's 10 seconds left in the game. You're up 12, and your team is making sure you get the ball to try to get double double. That ain't a double double.
Right.
That ain't double double. That's horse shit.
There's through watching women's basketball, there are a few that I like to watch play. Kelsey Plum,
Yep.
very good baller.
Yep.
Baller for real. Aja Wilson's very good.
Yeah. I don't get into it. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. What I could tell you about is the USA men's team almost getting beat by like South.
They almost got beat today by Germany.
Did they really?
Yes. It took another late run. And I was telling somebody today, that is a team assembled of the best
Unbelievable.
players from the league that everyone on the planet is trying to get into.
And don't kid yourself. There's players from the league on these other teams.
Absolutely.
too, but I mean,
well, I mean,
it ain't the best of the league.
But it ain't the best
It
of
ain't
the best, bro.
Playing with the best of the
has
best.
the NBA ever been more European influenced than right now?
Yeah, but I mean,
it
is huge.
Well, so Team USA has 12 All-Stars. Serbia has one NBA
Yeah.
All-Star.
Right.
You know, Canada has 2 NBA All-Stars.
But the style of the ball is more.
Very European.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is. But at the same time, we have 12 All-Stars. We have probably most of them probably could be in Hall of Famers on that team right now.
They're no dream team.
They're no dream, but I mean, they're still Hall of Famers on that basketball team.
You know what cracks me up about the dream team, and I think about this all the time? 12 guys on that team, 11 first ballot Hall of Famers. Had they taken Shaq over Leitner, because they had to have a college kid.
Oh, yeah.
Had they taken Shaq over Leitner, it'd been 12 first ballot Hall of Famers.
They left first ballot Hall of Famers off that fucking team. You know what I mean?
Off this team?
Off the dream team. They're
Yeah.
first ballot Hall of Famers who didn't make that
Right.
team. It's crazy.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Was the Admiral? Admiral was on the dream team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Old David Robinson, the Admiral.
Oh man.
Good times. I got to see this now.
See what?
Sometimes I forget who was all on that roster.
The dream team?
Yeah.
Mullins,
Chris Mullins. I'm
Jordan, Pippen,
Barkley,
Bird,
yeah, Clyde
Pat-
Drexler was
Pat,
there.
Pat Ewing, Clyde Drexler,
Leitner.
Leitner, Mullins,
We said Robinson.
Magic Bird.
Magic, Bird, Ewing, Robinson, Mullins, Drexler. Missing 2. Missing 2 first ballot Hall of Famers. 3 first ballot Hall of
Dream
Famers.
Team?
There's 2 I know you didn't say, and there's another one that I don't know if you said or not.
Bird, Magic, Barkley, Ewing, Mullins, Jordan,
That
didn't say
was
Jordan.
one of the 3. I didn't know if you'd mentioned Jordan yet or not.
Pippen, Drexler,
You're missing 2.
David Robinson.
You're missing 2, and they were on the same team.
2 from the same team.
Anybody from the Knicks?
Pat Ewing.
You're missing 2, and they were on the same NBA team.
That's gonna drive me crazy.
It wasn't Kemp. It wasn't Peyton.
Nope.
2 from the same. It's Karl Malone and John Stockton.
There you go.
Ah,
Those
yeah,
were the
yeah.
2 you're missing. And then Christian Lane. I was over here like nobody's getting Stockton and Malone.
Yeah, Stockton and Malone.
Like those guys were perennially in the deep into the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Went to a couple finals
Never
against
win-
Jordan.
Never win one.
I mean,
Couple-
how many
a couple
times a
never
day
won
do I
ones.
even forget Utah's a fucking state?
Yeah, right.
Much less have a basketball team called the Jazz. Jazz hands.
Yes, hands. Yeah, I don't know.
Good times.
But yeah, I don't think that. And you know, another thing that gets me is like we talk. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from Indiana, and it's maybe because I saw Larry Bird play basketball. But to hear someone say like, "Oh, those old heads played against fucking plumbers and fucking they couldn't play in today's game," and it's just like, "The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean?"
Not
If
talking
you-
about the 92 guys, right?
They're just talking about like Bird and Magic couldn't play in today's game. Have you ever heard the kids today shit on Larry Bird?
Yeah, I really have.
Have you ever seen Luka Doncic play basketball? He is the slowest, non-jumpingest
Right.
fucking white guy I've ever seen play basketball. Bird would eat him alive. Bird is like him on crack.
Transcendent. man.
Transcendent, and it's not even close.
Right.
Bird would destroy this game today.
Right.
Destroy this game today.
And the nice part about Larry Bird is if you watch like his trash talk videos and the shit he said to people.
That's legendary.
What a fucking killer.
Legendary.
What a fucking killer.
Yeah, he'd get the other team going. Like, oh my God, I can't believe Larry Bird just dogged you like that, man. He told you what's going to happen.
Right. Well, that famous video where he hits
I'm gonna catch his inbound.
I think he's
go right over here.
the left-handed game
Oh.
where the whole Hawks bench
Hawks
is
bench
going nuts.
crazy. They're
rooting
going
for him.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're going crazy. I'm gonna inbound this ball. I'm gonna come right over here. I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna pump fake. I'm gonna hit this game winner in your eye, and I'm fucking going home. Boom, boom, boom.
Done.
We're going home.
See you bye.
See you bye.
Is that just
on pros?
Is that just our age group? I mean, I like the Jordan era the best.
So we're the old heads now.
Yeah, we are.
Remember the guys that
Absolutely.
told us Bill Russell was the best of all time?
Yeah, but he played against like little white dudes who couldn't jump or whatever.
Now, Bill Russell has, 2 national championships in college, 11 NBA titles.
Sure.
Like, obviously a great.
A legend.
Absolutely.
legend.
Is he up there with Jordan and them? No.
Probably not.
No.
But like I said, to give me the comparison that Bird can't play, all you got to do is watch Luka Doncic play basketball. And Bird does everything that dude does better than that dude's doing it.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to travel every time he did a step back. He was pulling. He didn't need space. He was just pulling in your eye.
Yep.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I always feel like there's an apex in sports where it's you get the best athletes that's really focused on the game, and then the commercial side kind of takes over.
Steph Curry, you start shooting threes all the time, and everybody else thinks they need to start shooting threes all the time, and it changes the game of basketball.
Or like NASCAR, when it started getting popular, and then they started going these tracks in the north, and they started changing the cars around.
Earnhardt goes in the wall, and it's all over after that. Yeah.
Football now, like not touching the quarterback. And
Tom Brady tears his ACL. Yeah, just like that.
I think there's just an apex where it gets too commercial. And
You can say that.
It's reached its peak, and now it's like
what
a shadow of what it was.
You know what hasn't done that yet? Maybe for me, it's golf. I mean, you have eras in golf to where like Tiger's era is over, Jack's era is over, but like there's always someone at golf who's fucking,
Usher in Xander.
Yeah, Xander's too. Scotty Xander.
Scheffler,
I mean,
yep.
Bryson DeChambeau advancing the game. I mean,
Bryson DeChambeau is fun to watch because he hits the fucking long ball.
Yeah.
Like he's fun to watch play.
I feel like tennis is always like one dominant guy,
Yeah.
and then somebody else kind of comes up.
Yeah, and
they
you can-
battle a little bit, and then the guy becomes
There's
dominant
competition between like Novak and the other guys that are on the tip top.
Sure.
And then everything else that goes on below them is really good. I like watching tennis.
My favorite tennis ever was Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi
Yeah.
tennis, back and forth, or even like McEnroe and Bjorn. Like those, like that was tennis battles like that. Like you knew come the end of the day, it was going to be those two playing each other somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like with this year's Wimbledon, that guy took down Novak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Changing of the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool to watch somebody be dominant. The same with Serena Williams. Somebody be dominant for so long.
Yeah, dominant.
Floyd Mayweather, love him or hate him, the dude's fucking dominant.
Jake Paul. Fuck.
All right. Jake Paul dominates
71, dude. He's like 71. We
commercial boxing fight. Floyd Mayweather's 51-0.
Dirty boxing fights. That fucking loser.
Floyd?
No.
Oh, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Yeah. I want to see him go with Tyson so bad, but I don't think it's ever going to happen.
It's never going to happen. He looked jacked up there. He looked fucking juiced in that fucking fight this weekend. Lay off the roids, bro.
Right.
Drink some more Prime.
Just keep sucking on Prime, bro.
Just keep sucking that Prime, bro. Gross.
What do you think the next sport that's going to have a surgeon's going to be?
A surgeon?
Lacrosse.
Nah, if you're a chick, you can get a scholarship in lacrosse. If I had a daughter who was like junior high right now, she'd be playing lacrosse.
I'd like to see rugby get a decent contract.
Rugby, I don't think will ever go here.
No. We got football.
We've got our violent
Yeah,
sport.
We barely got soccer.
There's a
We're not
good
gonna watch both.
conversation though, like rugby versus football. Everybody saw rugby's a man sport. This football in your pads. I'm like, yeah, you're sending a 240-pound jacked bowling ball into a wall of 290-pound jacked fucking hammers.
Yeah, right.
Like, and they fucking hit each other. They run through that wall willingly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, but I watched the dudes that play rugby. Yeah, they get hit hard. But
It's a different kind of hit, too.
you take the pads off football, people will die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
People will fucking die if you take the pads off.
Violently.
I think that's the reason why America likes that, because you have that. You have that lull in the action. You build up drama.
Yep.
Then you have this fucking collision, and then you build up the drama.
Yep.
With soccer and rugby, it's always ongoing.
Yeah.
There's not time for TV breaks. You
I
can't
hope
really.
soccer surges.
You can't
in there.
build
I love
the tent-
soccer.
I love soccer. But football's not even like our most violent sport. I mean, we let you actually fight in fucking hockey. Like you actually fight each other
Yeah,
in
but
hockey.
you fight each other. Again, the fighting is not a big deal.
But it's
But that's the thing.
violence. There's just as many hits going on in hockey.
No,
that lead
I
to
get that.
lead
But
to
that's the
those
thing
fights.
too. It's too fast paced. Like we got to let the drama build. We got to let the tension go. Like the breaks in football and shit like that. I mean,
the strategy
What-
in chess match.
What'd they break down the? What is the actual total action time in football?
Like 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Jed Hoyer says team will focus on moves for future ahead of trade deadline. The fuck's that mean?
Means they're going to ship off old guys and get a bunch of prospects. Is what I think.
Fucking losers.
I think guys like Cody Bellinger.
Unlikely to be buyers. Well, in last place, you're not usually a buyer.
You're not usually a buyer, no.
In last place, you're a fucking seller.
You're a seller.
Dude. You're a seller.
You got a guy like Cody Bellinger who you can probably unload for some prospects.
He's only on a 2-year deal, or is it 1 year and option?
I think it's 1 year and an option.
What the fuck's he gonna do? You're gonna give for that guy a half season. So who's gonna give you a fucking half season for that bum?
Well, I mean, the Cardinals did it with Jason Hayward.
Yeah.
I think you can get some prospects for some of these guys. I think Seiya stays. I think Shota stays.
Well, you're not getting rid of Shota.
No.
You're not getting rid of Justin Steele.
Ian Happ might be a big chip. I don't know. I don't know where they are in their
You're
contracts.
not getting rid of Petey Crow. You're not getting rid of Bush. I don't know. I could see you moving on from Seiya, and I could see you moving on from
Happer.
Belly and Hap. Let the kids play outfield, whatever.
Yeah.
Still,
Ugh.
fuck those guys. Hit better.
Jesus. It's bad, dude.
It's
When's the last
bad,
time? When's
dude.
the last time we had a 300 batting average guy? Even in 2016, we didn't have that.
I couldn't tell.
I think Dexter Fowler was a 280 guy.
Yeah. I don't know. It sucks. It's pathetic to watch. Mom still watches and yells at the fucking TV every day, and I'm like, Mom, turn these fucking bums off. I don't want to watch them.
They're in last place.
They're in last fucking place, and they fucking suck.
I think the
and it's
biggest
hard to
disappointment
watch.
for me this season, though, is the fact that we spent all that money to get Craig Counsell. For what?
I don't know.
For what?
Last place, man.
Like it was supposed to. He was supposed like. This roster is too talented to be in last place.
Is it?
Yes. It's too talented to be in last place in a division that's not that good to begin with.
But I mean, what's he doing wrong then? He ain't teaching these guys how to hit fucking baseballs.
No. I get that. It's for me. It's probably a culture issue.
I don't think you think they don't like him. You think there's a problem.
I don't know. They
did
don't
you
like
see-
him.
Did you say they fired an interpreter this week?
Yeah.
Seiya's interpreter.
Yeah,
got
they fired
this week?
Seiya's interpreter.
Something about bad information. They feel like they were giving him misinformation. The fuck is that?
Seiya's over here like that's not what I said.
Yeah, or they're like, Seiya, we want you to start hitting left-handed. They want you to start. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? Seems odd to me to fire an interpreter mid-season.
That's strange.
At least he ain't gambling his money away.
Maybe.
You think Shohei was a victim there, or you think Shohei was the beneficiary?
I think
he
that
was a mix. It was a total. He knew.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking stupid. You know,
Yeah.
fucking. Yeah, he knew.
Right. Hey man, I'm missing $4 million.
Psst, I'm missing $4 million. Stupid.
Also, what do you mean I have action?
Yeah, right.
This is confusing.
So I'm not supposed to get hit today, is what you're saying? I
Right.
don't understand.
Whatever, dude. I've gambled with Asians. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. They're they're some of the best gamblers on the planet. They love it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look. Speaking of the fucking Devils, Brew Crew in town, starting in 15 minutes.
But why?
Javi Assad pitching today.
Do you know who I don't like that comes out of the bullpen late in games? Neris.
Neris is a piece of shit.
Jesus.
He's a huge. He's blown more saves than he hasn't, right? And that was a bigger issue forever. Like we were in games, we were winning games and in games, and then Neris went on a run where he blew like 3 in a week, and we ain't been the same fucking since.
Right.
But back to what you're saying about culture, like, do you think it's council created this culture? Do you think that
I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
It's got to be.
Because it doesn't feel like, I hate to say this, but it doesn't feel like 2015, 16, 14 even.
No.
Like where you have Joe Madden coming in and he's creating this thing and the Cubs are a buzz and they've got all this cool shit going on. Maybe they don't have the players and the personality that we had in 2016.
Have you been to Wrigley Field this year?
I've not been up there.
Mom said the game she went to was lame as fuck.
Really?
Oh, yeah. No juice in the crowd. No juice whatsoever at any point. And you watch it on TV, you see it. There's no fucking juice. There's no juice in that ballpark. And I think that probably goes a lot, you know? Like, you better get some fucking energy going in the place, you know?
Right.
They can feed off of that. And
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, Mom says there's no juice in the park.
Maybe they need to pipe in crowd noise like the 2006 Colts did.
Whatever gets the job done,
Whatever
man.
gets it going.
Beat the brakes off the Bears in the Super Bowl. Ain't nothing better than that.
Some of the best loud noises that I've ever heard are big moments at Wrigley.
Beating the brakes off a.
I think the most excited I've ever been watching the Cubs for a single moment was game. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 of the NLCS in 2016. Miggy's Grand Slam.
Oh yeah, place exploded.
Miggy Montero's Grand Slam.
Place exploded.
I mean, it was unreal. Like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
and I was at Ziggy's and made Ziggy's explode.
I was at home on my couch.
That whole place knew what the fuck was going on.
I watched all those games at home.
I watched every one of them at Ziggs.
It was Game 7, Fowler leadoff home run.
Yeah,
Game 7 of the
Game
World
7
Series.
World Series.
That one, that was pretty cool.
Watched that at home on my bed. Watched that at home by myself. Bethany was 5 months pregnant, 6
Yeah.
months pregnant at the time. So
Wait, so you mean to tell me that Miles is one of the oldest kids now that's never seen a Cubs World Series? Okay.
he was born in February.
Okay.
17.
So he'll be that guy that's like 90 years old one day and be
Cubs
like,
have
I
won
just
it.
want to
Cubs have
see him win one.
They won the year I was in my
Just
mom's
win
belly.
one.
I got a video of my dad standing on the
Exactly.
end
No
of the bed
spirit, no
screaming, He don't
atmosphere."
believe it. He don't believe it.
Oh, great stuff. I have kind of a hard leave time tonight.
Hard.
Yeah, I
on
got
tonight.
a softball
Got a
game.
boner?
I got a softball game at 8:30.
Let's go. Call it. See ya.
Are you
I'm
done?
I'm fucking hot.
I mean, I want you to.
I've been sweating for like 20 minutes.
I mean,
man.
I just want you to. I mean, there's things that have to happen.
I mean, I can tell you to quit looking at my sweaty ass. Is
You
that what I
can.
tell you? I
You
tell you
can,
that.
but I want Derek to get a word in edgewise tonight.
He ain't got no juice, man. What are you talking about? No juice tonight, Derek?
Nope.
No juice.
Maybe I'll get laid off and have a personality again.
I miss golf. I miss golf to talk by myself for an hour. It's cool.
We talked about other things.
I know. We talked. Maybe we should have brought up American Idol. So could we have talked about who got
I
voted off?
talked about the WNBA. I talked about the apex in sports,
Yeah.
major sports.
What about
Maybe he'd talk more if he didn't shit on everything he said.
I should have never. I should have everything everybody said.
I'd have been a fucking mute by now.
Hold on. Let's not get away. He's used to that.
Yeah. He loves it.
That's where
okay.
That's where we do things the best.
Good night,
I should have everything everybody says.
fuckers.
She's not your real mom.
Yeah, she's not your real mom. My mom.